On Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas Forrester opened up to Hope Logan about his bitter past, including the occasion when a young intern on the CBS soap opera died in a car crash. Even while Thomas insists he didn't kill her, there is another thing he didn't do that will undoubtedly weigh heavily on Hope. The extremely unsettling truth was revealed to Hope Logan, Annika Noel, by Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. He was not only at the crash site that evening, but he also trailed Emma Barber, NSU. Then he informed her that the GPS data was taken out of his automobile by Xander Avant, Adane Bradley. However, he erased the material before the authorities could access it. Therefore, Thomas pleaded with Jessica on Friday's Bold and the Beautiful cliffhanger to forgive him for who he was in the past and not judge him now. Even though he committed terrible things, he is aware that she now recognizes his progress. As Thomas revealed this knowledge, Hope Logan appeared a little uncomfortable. Perhaps she even displayed a hint of anxiety on Bold and Beautiful last week. Not the kind of terror that would have her believing he would hurt her. No, she probably worries that she may not know Thomas as well as she believed, especially in light of all the cautions she received about him last week from those in her group. Hope was filled with concerns and questions after learning about Thomas Forrester's confession. This Forrester daughter has just gotten off the roundabout of people raising red flags for her. She heard enough worries from her estranged husband portraying a terrible picture of Thomas Forrester to Finn leaking murder charges. She was told what Sanders said by John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, and it appears that Finn accepts this account. But she got really upset when Finn came over to talk to her. That there would be a rumor about her new lover infuriated her. Even still, it appears that after what he told her, she now has her own worries. However, Hope Logan's situation on Bold and the Beautiful changes the following week. Again, it's unlikely that she fears for her safety from Thomas. She does, however, have some concerns about the man she chose to be her potential spouse. Ultimately, she now adorns her neck with his engagement ring on a necklace. Hope won't be happy about a lot of what Thomas just told her. He said there was no need to check on Emma at the crash when she inquired if he had done so. But the Forrester daughter will probably live to regret her response. Last week on Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas informed her that nobody could have survived the crash, so he continued. She soon finds out, though, that he never checked on Emma, lied to the police, and erased all proof of his whereabouts that evening. Hope Logan probably felt a little scared about her decision to be with this guy because of this. Regardless of her emotions, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that she will likely make a significant move the following week. Since there's no going back once she does this, it probably needs to be taken seriously. When Hope Logan tells her mother Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, what Thomas Forrester told her, she must be in a desperate situation. As a result of her contact with him, Hope is aware that her mother has already passed away. According to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful, Hope tells her mother that she's having some problems with Thomas Forrester's background. Thus, when Hope informs her mother of this, she adds fuel to the fire. Not to add, the Logan matriarchs probably won't sit on it if Hope Logan does inform her mother that he erased the GPS. She will see to it that the authorities are made aware of it in some way. However, it's likely that Hope considers this as well. It will probably be difficult for the Logan daughter to hide this from the authorities. Hope doesn't seem to be able to decide for herself whether or not to stay with Thomas, but she knows that if she goes to her mother, Brooke will probably insist that her daughter break up with the Forrester son. Thus, it appears that Hope Logan may be unknowingly damaging her relationship with Thomas Forrester by self-sabotaging it. Perhaps she understands that her intense affections for him prevent her from simply walking away. That being said, in this CBS soap opera, if she's looking for a shove out of Thomas Forrester's arms, she's definitely going to the correct person, her mother. After Bold and the Beautiful departed, Thomas Forrester was somewhat alarmed following his shocking revelation about Hope Logan on the CBS serial opera. Though he spoke with her in private and in confidence, it's possible that word will get out, who then overhears and completely discredits the Emma Barber theory. The exchange between Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, on Friday's Bold and the Beautiful ended on a cliffhanger. Nevertheless, Thomas deserves praise for laying all out for Hope. It appears that he believes their bond is strong enough to withstand the truth. On Monday, though, Hope Logan didn't appear to be feeling very confident. Not as she had previously known this information about her chief designer. He then shares with Hope what he did that evening. He hung his head and told the story of how he had followed Emma Barber, Nia Siu, till the end. On this week's episode of Bold and the Beautiful, Hope appeared to be extremely troubled. It would be an understatement to say that Hope was uneasy with this realization. According to teasers for Bold and the Beautiful, she's upset enough to confide in her mother, Catherine Kelly Lang's character Brooke Logan. Official spoilers state that Hope will inform Brooke that she has some concerns regarding Thomas Forrester's past, even if it is unlikely that she will tell her mother the specifics. Brooke will undoubtedly grab upon that as if it were a golden ticket to the chocolate factory. This meddling mother will grab hold of everything that can cause tension between Hope and Thomas, especially if there's a way to permanently remove him from her life. However, that is only one issue. It appears that Thomas and Hope are now dealing with a more serious problem, which is someone learning the truth. Hope, Thomas, and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, are the only ones who currently know. However, a lot of old screenshots are still available online. A few have characters from Bold and the Beautiful listening in through a window or door. It appears that there are more photos of people spying than there are of B and B characters working behind a desk. Will Thomas Forrester's downfall stem from spying in light of the Emma Barber fallout? Then, although Thomas acted in a very inappropriate manner that terrible night on Bold and the Beautiful, it was not murder. And if he breached any laws, they were already past their 3-year statute of limitations in California, which excludes rape and murder. Therefore, not much should legally come out of this if Bold and Beautiful bases its plot on true events. That is a significant if, though. Still, it appears that the whole story will come to light, and everyone will know what the Forrester son did that evening. Naturally, Brooke will try to use that as leverage to get Hope to eventually fire Thomas. Simultaneously, the matriarch of Logan probably gets back on her high horse in regards to Thomas. Therefore, Ridge probably receives more complaints about how terrible his son is. However, she'll undoubtedly mention that he might be a killer this time, since his son informed him about it on Bold and the Beautiful in 2019. Ridge has been aware of all of this. Yes, Thomas had informed him at the time. He told his father everything, that he had followed her, that he had been driving too close, and that he had been speeding after her. He added that he made an attempt to convince her to stop and speak. He then flashed his lights and honked his horn. Emma mistakenly believed that the aggressive driver behind her was Thomas Forrester, of course. On that episode of Bold and the Beautiful, she got into her car, and there was no sign of Thomas. Pam Douglas, Allie Mills, had caught him in the CEO office before he left SC, asking him questions regarding cupcakes for a celebration. Emma therefore believed she had made a clean break from him. She believed someone was just being a jerk behind her on the road, so she hurried to get to Hope as quickly as possible. When she got angry, she started fiddling with her phone and drove too fast on a winding route, which led to tragedy. Thomas Forrester told Ridge that nobody could have survived that collision back when Bold and the Beautiful was in danger. Indeed, it was depicted on television that she passed away shortly after collapsing. Online comments contain some strange content. For example, some claim that Thomas Forrester fell into a ravine. In this rendition, They even made him glance in the windows before making him chuckle and turn to leave. That just did not take place. Standing at the edge of the ravine, he peered at the car's ruins, gave it a small smile, and turned to leave. Yes, that is terrible conduct. Furthermore, he failed to dial 911, even though it was perfectly permissible for him to do so under Californian law. Definitely bad, terrible behavior. However, no laws were breached. Let's keep to the bold and beautiful facts, though. Nothing like that happened. He didn't chuckle as she passed away while staring at her through the window. No, but that's probably how it played out in Sanders and Brooke's minds. And I fully anticipate that Hope and Thomas will carry on talking about this at work in conference rooms, where someone might overhear them talking. Let's discuss who hears what transpires when they are being surveilled, and who knows where it might go from there. For example, Steffi could have heard and understood that Thomas had not given her the complete story. I still don't think Steffi would tell Finn, but knowing her, she would go straight in, face them, and become mad at her brother. As bold in The Beautiful progresses, I do believe she would continue to defend Thomas Forrester. If Brooke heard anything, this brave and gorgeous protective mother would inform everyone with ears. Furthermore, I believe she would rush to Ridge to provide the proof that Thomas is a murderer and a nasty person. Subsequently, Ridge will have to bear that uncomfortable exchange with Brooke, which begins with, "Yeah, I've known about this for years." Oh my God, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, will undoubtedly have his father write a story in one of their magazines if he finds out Thomas Forrester's secret. He despises Thomas and could believe that embarrassing him in public will cause Hope to end their relationship. One of them might overhear Brad Bell of Bold and The Beautiful thrusting R.G. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, and Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, in our faces. However, that would require returning the information to one of R.G.'s parents, Brooke, who would be thrilled to know, and Ridge, who already aware. So, did Thomas Forrester make the correct decision in confessing to Hope Logan? Indeed. Has he changed since the evening he committed those sinister acts? Yes, I do believe that since having brain surgery, he has undergone major transformation. However, Brad Bell is solely interested in Logan and Logan's progeny enjoying good things. Comparable to RJ's recent acquisition of a beach house, Zen DeForester, Delon Demetz, his cousin on Bold and the Beautiful, is essentially couch surfing these days. I believe Hope Logan will support her man in the end. Even though Thope is the target of some hate, they do have a sizable fan base and may raise ratings. If Brad Bell intends to burn the plot down, he might want to proceed cautiously. However, I do see a huge soap opera-like issue when everyone finds out what Thomas did that night. Do you believe Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester will be overheard talking about Emma's future at work? Will the full sequence of events that transpired on the night she passed away soon be known to everyone at FC? And will it end Thope's story on this CBS serial opera?